Hi, Shallow Gray. I wanted to read you a poem, and I want you to know that I'm always thinking about you, and I'm so proud of you. And you're smart and wonderful and beautiful, and my favorite girl in the whole world. This is a poem called The Peacock at Home by Catherine Ann Dorset. The butterfly's ball and the grasshopper's feasts excited the spleen of the birds and the beasts. For their mirth and good cheer of the bee was the theme, and the gnat blew his horn as he danced in the beam. 'Twas hummed by the beetle, 'twas buzzed by the fly, and sung by the myriads that sport through the sky. The quadrupeds listened with sullen displeasure, but the tenants of air were enraged beyond measure. The peacock displayed his bright plumes to the sun, and addressing his mates, thus indignant begun: "Shall we, like domestic inelegant fowls, as unpolished as geese, and as stupid as owls, sit tamely at home humdrum with our spouses, while crickets and butterflies open their houses? Shall such mean little insects pretend to the fashion? Cousin Turkey-cock, well may you be in a passion! If I suffer such insolent airs to prevail, may Juno pluck out all the eyes in my tail! So a fete I will give, and my taste I'll display, and send out my cards for St. Valentine's Day." This determined, 6 fleet carrier pigeons went out to invite all the birds to St. Argus's rout. The nest-loving turtle-dove sent an excuse: Dame Partlet lay in, as did Miss Goose. The turkey, poor soul, was confined to the rip, for all her young brood had just failed with the pip. The partridge was asked, but a neighbor hard by had engaged a snug party to meet in a pie. And the wheatler declined, recollecting her cousins last year to a feast were invited by dozens. But alas, they returned not, and she had no taste to appear in a costume of vine leaves or paste. The woodcock preferred his lone haunt on the moor, and the traveller's swallow was still on his tour, while the cuckoo, who should have been one of the guests, was rambling on visits to other birds' nests. But the rest all accepted the kind invitation, and much bustle it caused in the plumed creation. Such ruffling of feathers, such pruning of coats, such chirruping, such whistling, such clearing of throats, such polishing bills, and such oiling of pinions, had never been known in the biped dominions. The tailor bird offered to make up new clothes for all the young birdlings who wished to be beaux. He made for the robin a doublet of red, and a new velvet cap for the goldfinch's head. He added a plume to the wren's golden crest, and spangled with silver the guinea-fowl's breast. While the halcyon bent over the streamlet to view, how pretty she looked in her bodice of blue. Thus adorned, they set off for the peacock's abode, with the guide indicator, who showed them the road. And from all points on the compass flocked birds of all feather, and the parrot can tell who and who were together. There was Lord Cassowary and General Flamingo, and Don Periquito escaped from Domingo. From his high rock-built eyrie the eagle came forth, and the Duchess of Ptarmigan flew from the north. The grebe and the eider-duck came up by water, with the swan who brought out the young cygnet, her daughter. From his woodland abode came the pheasant to meet two kindred arrived by the last India fleet. The one like a nabob in habit most splendid, where gold with each hue of the rainbow was blended, in silver and black like a fair pensive maid, who mourns for her love, was the other arrayed. The chow came from Cornwall, brought up his wife. The grouse travelled south from his